Hi guys, this is Mark, aka Christ169. I'm outside of Walmart here in Clarksville, Tennessee, in Sango. I'm gonna go in and buy some new shoes for work and stuff like that. Maybe before I do that kind of stuff, I wanted to really get a video out talking about the whole thing with the NVIDIA and the graphics cards with the AMD and really clear the air. I felt really pissed off yesterday. I felt like I was getting kind of pissed off at it, and I was. For the most part, I was really pissed off. Because the graphics card situation should not be this crazy. Okay, the RAM stick shouldn't be this crazy. We shouldn't have to be spending $900 on RAM. I'm gonna go check the prices on RAM in Walmart here. I guarantee they're gonna probably be the same or a little more. Cause I'm still gonna pull a trigger on a 5060 unless they jack up the prices to $300-400 more. Then I'll probably go to a Steam machine or whatever just so I can play games or whatever. But it's getting to the point now where PC gaming, guys, is becoming really, really difficult to really, recommend. Because not everybody can afford, $800 on damn RAM. If the graphics card costs $800 for a graphics card that was mid-tier, okay, fine. You can, you can understand it. You can digest that. You can be okay. Well, it's a graphics card. It makes sense. Yada yada yada. But the yada yada yadas go out the door when you're looking at RAM, random access memory. The RAM, you actually need RAM. Because if you build a gaming rig with no RAM, I don't think it'll even turn on. I don't think. It may turn on, but it may not do anything. It may not even post or work at all. It may, I don't know, but it'd be really wonky. So have one stick of RAM will probably be the only thing you can do with all these builds. If you're building a DDR5, DDR4 might be your best bet. But even that DDR4 can hard to come by in reasonable prices. Like I said at Best Buy yesterday, I went there yesterday, and here's my receipt for that item I returned. You can't see it. It says $29.99, but the location was $20.99. Watch your receipts. Make sure you look at the prices before you buy stuff. Okay. Sorry, but the point being is this. This is my point being. RAM is becoming difficult. The Intel motherboards can do DDR4 or 5. I think that's pretty cool. I think AMD should have done that. But AMD wants you to sell you a brand new, socket. I get it. But I don't think I don't think Intel did it with a kindness of their heart. I think they did it because they want to have a multi, 1-2 punch when it comes to platforming off of two different platforms, DDR4, DDR5. I think we need to understand this. These companies, are not our friend. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you believe. These companies are not your friend, okay? These companies are here to make money. It's like Walmart, Home Depot, Lowe's, Sam's Club, part of Walmart, a Macro Center, Target, whatever. These companies are here to make money. Okay? And these companies, are not your friend. Same with Intel and NVIDIA, AMD, Asus, MSI. These companies, you can be Team MSI, but you have one problem, and they drop the ball, in your mind, and you finally realize that, they don't care about you. And that's how it goes. I've been in retail for a long time. So, I know the customer lingo. I know the, the corporate lingo and the we so sorry's and crap like that. And you hear it all the time. But these companies, guys, these RAM sticks, are making a lot of money off us. But they're making a lot more money off the AI stuff that they're trying to keep going. And like I said about with Jay's 2 cents and stuff and the rest of them, the AI bubble, guys, ain't gonna go away anytime soon. The AI bubble, is not gonna burst anytime soon. It's gonna be around for a long period of time. And if we think it's going to disappear and it's going to go back to normal, it's just going to be really dangerous. Because if the AI bubble bursts, especially in today's market, so much market right now, it could be devastation on job markets and different career choices. A path like that, where you may not have had that type of stuff before, where I think people may not have that before going on. So it really, only time will tell, see what happens if the bubble does burst. I'm more in camp, no, it's not going to burst because it has so much money behind it. These companies are putting in billions and billions and hundreds of billions, even trillions of dollars. Even Google is really putting money into it too, or was anyway. So, what do you guys think about the Rams shortages? Do you think it's just going to be, in business as usual, or do you think it's going to be constant for a couple years, or do you think the RAM is going to lighten up and these companies are going to start producing more RAM once they realize that the bubble is not going to burst in the AI, and they can grace us with a little more RAM and not be so tightwad about it? Because I know a few people who are PC owners, builders who build PC for a living, talked about how RAM companies were calling them, asking them if they have any RAM they want to sell back to them. That wasn't already reallocated for future builds or whatever. So comment down below what you guys believe and think about that. But also, you're down there, like, subscribe, notification, ring that bell. Thank you guys for subscribing. I had a new subscriber yesterday. Thank you guys for subscribing. I'm going to try to do a live game tonight. I thought about it the 15th. I'm going to try to do Battlefield tonight if I can. But I have to get to work. With the update going on with the OSB app and what happened with Battlefield update, hopefully it doesn't cause too much problems. I was trying to get Helldivers 2 to run on it, but for some reason it's just being weird. So I'll try a Battlefield again tonight. If it does work, I'll play for about half an hour to an hour. And we'll do that, and I'll talk about stuff, and you'll see me get blown up and stuff. But I'll see you guys later. Peace out. God bless all you.